Hey guys, it's my last kind of day in Cape Town. Technically I leave tomorrow, but it's at like 12:30, so I have to be at the airport tonight. I need to go to work now and I'm running a little bit late, but I wanted to talk to you guys about the tech stack that I'm using at my new job, what I need to learn, and kind of what I already know. We're gonna get into that today, and I will see you guys around town and maybe at lunch. Okay, so we need to move very quickly now because it's my last night in Cape Town and I only have a few hours left. Car comes at 9, I leave at 12:30, like take off on the flight, technically tomorrow, but it's practically tonight. So what we are going to do is get this computer plugged in, so it's plugged in for the flight and charged up before we go. And then we're gonna run downtown because I wanna take some pictures, and there's this like super cool gift shop that I found online that I wanna check out before I go. So let's go do that, yeah. All right, small hiccup, slight delay, but we're ready to go now, and we need to rush because the place that I wanna go, the first place, closes at 6. So we need to move right now. Ordering an Uber right now. Hold on, let me do this. The pressure is mounting live on screen. Ordering an Uber, let's go. And confirmed. Oh no, what's going on? Okay, we're good. Order. Okay, so we're just posted up on a 19th century lighthouse at the ocean front in Cape Town, which is like super dope and mind-blowing. And right over there is the ocean. There's like fields here, the city's that way, the mountain is that way. And yeah, we've just been running around the city exploring. I literally have like been running around the city trying to get as much like dope sightseeing as I possibly can. And so we went to this dope garden. I was trying to find the oldest masjid in South Africa and couldn't find it. Asked somebody for some help. I hopped in their car, they offered to take me there. That like neighborhood is wild. Everything is wildly brightly colored and just beautiful. So hung out there for a little bit, came down to the coast, and now we're here taking awesome footage of this sunset. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna get the whole sunset in because I have to run home. It's now a little past 7:30. I need to get back, I need to finish packing, and I need to be ready by 9 to leave. So this is my last moment in Cape Town before I'm back at the hotel and then going to the airport. And that's kind of sad. Also, I promised you guys that I'd be talking about the tech stack that I'm working with, and especially what I have to learn to really get ready for this job. Working with React. React I know, React I can do. I know Redux. We're working with MobX. So that's completely different and a lot less opinionated, so a little bit easier to learn. And I will have a full review of MobX up on this channel when I get there to the point where where I feel comfortable comparing it to Redux. And then also TypeScript is another big one. And I have not worked with TypeScript at all. I need to order this Uber, but we're gonna talk about TypeScript like right after that. Also, I just walked in the sun, now I'm blind. Okay, so we made it back to the hotel and light is kind of fading a little bit, so sorry if this picture isn't great or if it has to hunt for focus really bad. I know my camera can do that when the, focus isn't great, but I wanted to finish this video up because I need to offload this footage onto my computer before I get on the plane so that I can do kind of my like going back home video as well. So TypeScript, right. So TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript, which means you could technically name your files TypeScript files and still just write JavaScript and it work fine. But what you can do with TypeScript is give type checking, which if you're new to JavaScript may not make a lot of sense to you, but basically you can say like, I'm going to make this variable X and it has to be a number. And it can only be a number, and if you try to make it anything but a number, TypeScript will yell at you. And so it's nice because it allows for that type checking to make sure that you're keeping all of your variables in line with how they're supposed to be and how they were originally set up. It may not seem like a big deal when you first start learning how to code and you're making these tiny little projects and you know what all of the variables should be, and it's easy to keep them, situated. But when you can't keep them situated anymore, that's when it comes useful. So for things like large enterprise code bases, it makes a lot of sense to maybe start incorporating TypeScript if you haven't already, or if you're starting a new project incorporating TypeScript because it allows for that kind of sanity check. And it is really nice to have those errors throw early on in the process as opposed to like trying to debug and console log everything and try to figure out where you messed up later on down the road. It also kind of self-documents the code to a certain degree. While it's not great, like if you name variables really well and actually put in like documentation comments, it is nice for somebody who has no knowledge of this project to come back later and be able to check those types. This sounds like an infomercial for TypeScript, so let me bash it for 1 second. Setting up TypeScript, especially if you know you're going to be making a large application, can be a little bit tedious. You do have to make all of these declarations. I guess you don't have to, but if you're wanting to use TypeScript, you probably should make all of these declarations about what these particular variables should hold or have in them, or what kind of type they are. And if you don't do that, then you're kind of essentially missing the point of using TypeScript to begin with, so what's the point? It also allows you to do other things. It allows you to use other kinds of types that don't come inherently in JavaScript, and all of those things are a little bit more advanced and probably not for this audience, and I can't really wrap my brain around them either completely because, I'm not really used to other programming languages, because that's kind of what it does, is makes it a little bit closer to other C languages like C# or C++ that have these like particular things in them that, JavaScript just never came with. So I spent a lot of my time down here in South Africa learning TypeScript and learning MobX, as long as literally digging through the code base. I spent multiple hours a day just reading and playing around with their current code. And I think that's probably the best way to learn a new product or project that you're working on if you're coming to it from someone else's code, is to just really dive in there, break things, and learn how to fix them. And not intentionally break things, or you can intentionally break things, but try to make things work. And they're not gonna work at first because you didn't write every line of that code and you don't know it. So having that ability down here and that experience down here, and being able to go to a guy right across the hall or right across the set of desks and be like, hey man, I don't understand why this promise is returning this, or I don't understand why this is doing that, and then be able to walk you through it is a beautiful thing, whereas before I would have been 7 hours away and it would have been a lot harder to even get half of the knowledge that I got while I was here. I also had a ton of really good conversations about the other aspects of my job, which are on the more businessy side of things, that are really important for me to know going into this role, and I'm just really excited to kind of get in there and try to help out this organization as best I can, because let me tell you, the people that I'm working with are amazing. It's an amazing company. Everybody is so friendly and welcoming here, and that goes for Cape Town in general, and also the company that I'm working for. Everybody has just been super nice and super accommodating, and everybody wanted to lend their feedback and tell me what they thought was going on and how I can help, and it was really a beautiful collaborative effort this whole 2 weeks, and I am forever grateful for all of the people that I met down here. They've been amazing, amazing people, amazing place to work, and I love it. If you're in Cape Town and you're a developer or you want to work in the tech space or anything like that, reach out to me. If we have job openings, I can get you in touch touch with the right people, it's a great place to be. It's a great place to work for. Anyways, guys, I'm practically hugging this window. It's literally right here, and I'm losing all of the light I have left. So I am going to cut this video off now. I need to finish the like 5% of packing that I still have left that I'm dreading because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to close this damn bag. And I really, really, really hope I'm underweight because I have a few extra things. Pray for me that I'm underweight. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. If you have any questions about what I'm learning down in South Africa or what I'm doing with this new job, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. If you like this video, as always, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to follow me along in my journey. And the next time you guys see me, I will be headed out of this hotel room to the airport and back to the United States. Bye.